bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides I can shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience than a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? I'm watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, busted yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One might extensions that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've been a genius. Caddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me?
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry. And now running right through it. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown as a Tennessee Titan. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And incomplete to open things up. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams, Titans and Dolphins, met last year, Week 5. That was Jay Cutler versus Matt Castle. And it was the Dolphins getting a 4th-quarter touchdown from Jarvis Landry. And they held on to win 16-10 in South Florida. Play action here with Rosen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He goes underneath the Drake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Rosen. He's going to air one out. Josh Rosen put that one in the trophy case, his first NFL touchdown pass, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I don't care how calm, cool, collected you carry yourself. I don't care how contained you are in your emotions. Your first touchdown pass in the NFL is awfully special. And Josh Rosen is always going to put out the vibe that, hey, I do this all the time. But inside, he's got to be so excited to have that first taste of success in the league.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big run there by Henry. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Now he's forced out left. And he fins it. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds. Well. Shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st down, Drake. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught. What about the foul? And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They come out here in the eye. Here's a run with Balaj. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin with Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mariota on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A first down throw for Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Dolphins have got it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, Never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Detroit! Detroit!
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Grant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. You go tight, you got tight right there. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Now a handoff for Dre. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The return man is Grant. Up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Rosen on 1st and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. He's still barreling through. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people, but that's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go downfield and catch the balls we just saw there.
Yeah, absolutely right, and he can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, and how about him, his high school video? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Daquan Jones. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mike, check. 59. Gun! Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Rosen off the play action. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. He dumps it off to Drake. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run. It's Drake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Charles Harris in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And incomplete. complete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Gone!
From the gun, it's Rosen. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Rosen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
It's across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down carry for Henry.
Yo.
Push his way forward to about the
Yo.
pick out of Alabama.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
You find him?
Huh?
How you start?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
There's no gain on that
probably
run.
know
We do
he's
know
going.
coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
You ain't on the phone with a bitch.
Oh, guys. All right. Yeah.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Push pushes him over. Walker with a grab, left side.
Yeah, that's it.
Fighting. First catch of the new season
You on the
for him,
phone
and
with
he
me?
picks
You know,
up the
you ain't on the
first.
phone with your partner?
This possession
Yeah,
means so
it's
much
just,
for them.
at
They've
work
got to
today, they're
focus
like,
on
where
this
your
drive and find a
partner
way
at?
to
I'm
make this a
like,
one-possession game. Got to get a
this
score.
this brother,
The field goal don't necessarily
bro,
mean
the
a touchdown.
egghead, the other boss in there, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The one
Tubby.
behind yeah, Tubby one. He like, where
Yeah,
your
what?
partner at? I'm like, he broke his leg. He was trying to be like LeBron, but ended up like KD or some shit.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
I'll smack that motherfucker for sure.
And he said call HR, they can do something like you can get paid or something like that.
All the way to the 30.
I didn't get paid on. I didn't get hurt on my job though.
He said call HR and let him know.
I'm gonna call HR then tomorrow morning.
Clock running under 4 to play now.
Yeah, and my aunt said be looking out for an email.
Huh?
And you just called. My aunt said be looking out for an email.
Shotgun. It's Mario.
Still on ahead.
Dumps it off to Lewis.
Okay.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him
I'm
7
saying look out for it just in case.
Make this a second down.
She said, but
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game.
Somebody
Get your
name.
best players into space with the football in their hands.
Yeah, I like
sometimes you
Hope
swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll bring it down at the 18-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I'm broke till Friday.
Shut up, nigga.
Mariota
No
now.
cap.
5 straight completions here in this second half. First
Payday,
and 10.
bro. Are you ready to cut that beard though?
From the red zone now.
They're not getting clocked.
It's Walker.
They're not getting
And
clocked.
he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the
Just
pitch
like
and
you
catch. That's a staple of
a
this
Warriors
offense.
fan.
Drag route to the
I'm gonna play
tight
the
end.
Warriors every game on 2K. And when you cut like that,
But still an effective gain nonetheless.
I know.
They don't need to run another play
using the
here
Warriors
before
a
the
lot.
2-minute
okay.
warning.
I was trying to figure out when
See if they'll do it
did
anyway.
Shawty on Instagram get cut like that. Well, both of them shot it on Instagram.
They'll run it now.
You and my teacher. He come up from you like only a hoe. Bitch, you was in that cat. You said like Tokyo.
See this one out after this.
Like, come on.
The Titans on third down.
You're not done
Just
yet,
1 for
Irv.
3 thus
Bitch,
far.
you stayed.
Here it's 3rd and 3.
And her face was for that. It was on the face. It looked for that.
Hey, you said Illy on the face was messed up?
No, it didn't look messed up.
Off play action
Yeah,
to
sure did.
Henry.
I'm like, you know, you like put a hand on her, right?
And this
Bruh.
is caught down
For
for a
me,
late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's
But
not
hey, bro,
over
that's all
yet.
about it, bro. And that's what
Still
comes
an
with the game.
important piece of business
You
to
right.
take
And
care
then
of. The
you
extra
jumped.
point.
That shit was funny, bro.
On my mother, that shit was funny.
Important extra point up
Yeah,
in the
bro.
third.
Yeah.
I hopped on
Things get a bit
side
more
live.
interesting here in this fourth quarter.
And she just going crazy in the car. Like, they're going to take her baby, bro.
12 was there?
Yeah, 12 has surrounded her. Like the car, it was all around that shit.
We called 12 on high.
To kick it away.
They had cameras out there. Nobody called 12. She set herself up here. Now she's a
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
Feel like,
Baby's a long way.
feel like, don't come up, don't come on fucking see it out on your head. Like, oh my god.
Lee Brook got this now. Nobody said nothing about Brook. Lee Brook got this now.
And try to increase your lead in the big.
Then got that Derrick in that bitch. Like, why is she in there?
Brandon, if I'm the offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush
Calm
like
down.
that,
You're not
I
worth
file
it,
it away
Sid.
because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against
Yeah,
them as
and
this
that,
game
and
goes
she
on.
been your baby
And
daddy.
they need to work to at least get some of this
Exactly.
yardage
Why
back
are
after the sack.
y'all
Second
you
and
supposed to be going for
19.
her head?
Actually, what the other hoe look like? They show her.
Yeah, she want too much in her, man, bro.
Oh, but that boy Navarro go out bad.
Oh yeah, that boy Navarro is sick.
I wish I would see him at a party.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a
That
game
boy Navarro.
changer there in this second
That
half.
nigga Navarro said, "You the only one I'm fucking with. That's on me and you."
He's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Long as he put on his kids, though, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad he did that, man. That shit.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%,
Yeah, but you said
3
he
of
by
6
your
to
side.
this point. This will be
Who?
3rd and 19.
He what?
He by your side.
Here's Rosen.
She said he by your side.
What's he talking about?
And that is incomplete.
She said he by your
The right
side.
idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just
Come
a
on,
little
like me.
bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver.
Oh, dude.
Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
I got to see my shit
Here's
right
Matt Hawk
there.
now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Why you playing on God?
Because I be knowing, bro. It's something you gotta understand.
I know my shit is good.
That's pulled in at the 32.
Not even. Bro.
Give him 11 yards
Not
that time
even.
on the return.
I know my shit right than yours.
Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
But we all, everybody had solo missions the whole day,
Your
bro.
preparation and your confidence comes into play.
Today was a good day,
They
fool.
practice this all the time, don't they?
All the
I'm
time.
trying to come back
They
on
know what
crutches,
they want to
though,
get
bro.
done.
This shit
And in a
blowing
lot of
me.
cases,
Yeah,
the
I've been
great
on this shit
competitors,
all
they
day.
love this
Just
situation.
staring at shit.
They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see a practice.
No, I miss you.
Back to throw. First down to his
Yeah,
left.
I couldn't be no bum.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending
I
the
miss
play.
you.
But you know, there's some really upset defenders
I'm on
on
the phone,
that
though.
one.
I'm
They thought
dying.
that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That's good, nigga.
It reminds me. I'm probably a little bit.
No joke, though. You can't handle me like me, bro.
Thank God I can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's
Oh God, I
able to take it
can,
down to
nigga.
42. With 5 yards on the play
I
there.
can. You not nobody, bro.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got
What's going
time
on?
to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Just week 1, but already plenty of
Oh,
intrigue with the
doing
games
something.
going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first
There
and
we
10.
go, too loud.
I was good. Perfect right
He's
now.
back to throw.
Oh, no cap.
Looking right side, and he's got a man. That's Walker.
What's gonna fight me
And
for?
he'll go down here at the 35-yard
You better
line.
ask, see how I get down
7
this fucking
yards to
hand.
pick up on the pitch and catch.
Bullshit.
Who that is?
Titans moving quickly here. They're
Let
in a
him.
hurry up.
Hey, leave me out your shit, though, bro. For real, you know me rock with y'all.
They'll
You
look
right.
to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball
What you gonna do?
free and brings up third down.
Heard
He said he wanna hit with you.
Now we're in the
I'll
situation
figure
where the
out why.
quarterback's got to take
Yeah.
full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on
Like,
him.
hey,
All
so she
focus
said,
is
set that
locked
up,
in.
bro.
Gotta call
Whoa.
multiple
Trying
plays
to
and
hit.
go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same
Yeah,
page.
nigga.
Ask her.
And I'm 10
Ask her
toes
if I
behind the
did
nigga.
something to her.
The Titans on
I'm
third
10 toes
down.
behind the two,
They've
nigga.
2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and
sure?
3.
Yeah, I know. I already fought the nigga. I ain't really stressing, bro. Yeah, I'm stressing that nigga. I ain't talking about nothing anyway.
Now a desperation throw deep down.
You already fought me
And
before?
this is caught. Touchdown.
Yeah. Let's take the
And
shit.
they've
So I guess
taken
I
the
won.
lead here in
I
the
guess I wasn't there when you
final
got the hint with me on
I
God.
know it's a never say never
Why you put that on
situation,
God, bro?
but to me,
I guess I wasn't there when you got the hand with me.
finish him off.
The score that puts him
Come on, I
in
ain't
front
beat his.
here late.
You said I ain't beat his
You
ass.
gotta rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last
You
thing
be
we
lying.
need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle.
Don't go out like that, bro.
Could come back at you a long way.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away.
It's not what you want.
And this will be
Hey,
a
see,
touchback.
talking to me, bro. I'm
Sails
lose my
over the
fucking
end
mind,
line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go
I
back
found
out
it.
onto the field. One possession
Go
game.
ahead, bro.
Time very
I
much a
found it
factor.
for sure.
How does
Go
the
ahead,
offense
bro.
handle this situation?
And that nigga John said he
in a lot
missed
of
you, fool.
cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
John?
And I know that's
John,
counterintuitive because this is a pressure
Cousin?
situation. But this is
Watch out,
Friday
bro.
practice every week of the season. You go over this
I ain't
situation,
lying, fool.
having to go downfield, limited time.
What you eat make your stomach like
Get out of
that?
bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
cramp
Defensively,
be in
you
your ass.
can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out.
Yeah, shut the
Incomplete.
fuck up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and
Yeah, I
10.
heard you.
He'll look to
Yeah,
throw.
you want to find out.
He's going to let it fly. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete.
I beat your ass.
Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
How long you gonna be there?
You got to keep going for the big shot,
For a minute.
right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything
A
get
little bit
completely
also.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. So the first
And I ain't finding with no random, period.
And you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
I keep a baby Glock because I ain't finding with no random, period.
At this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man.
What the fuck you get cut like that?
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And partner, this first week, this first
Listen,
game
I don't know
that
what
we
to
get to
tell
call
you, I ain't
together,
gonna lie.
so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back.
All
so
that
special.
wine and shit in my ear.
Opening game. There's just nothing
Sorry,
like
no,
it
bro.
because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tennessee, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, watch out with that me and you jump, bro, for real.
Nah, that's dead ass, fool.
I don't play like that, bro.
Man, go ahead, bro.
Oh, nigga, you go ahead.
So that's not, though?
Nah, nigga, I don't play like that, bro.
Oh, God, that's not.
You know, where you at, bro?
I'm at the house. On God, on my mother, I'm at my house right now.
Alright, stay there.
What you talking about? Let's see what I'm talking about, nigga.
Stay there, bro. Stay there. So I'm gonna
Nah,
say stay there.
I'm not even gonna keep playing with your ass, bro. Feel like you trying me.
Stay there, bro. Stay there, bro.
What, nigga?
Stay there. I'm coming.
You a fucking fool.
I'm coming, bro. Just stay there.
Hey, who the girl he massaging on, though? Look at that. Shawty got a little ass on her, though. Ooh.
Yeah. Did him like, who you fooling with?
You about to tell on me?
What'd you say?
Shit. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
Your ass be throwing me off.
Bro, God, I'm about to say on my mother, I'm on the phone right now. If you don't stop talking to me, fool.
Your ass be throwing me off, bro.
Like, say nothing to me, fool.
I'm gonna see about you, though.
You gonna see about me?
If you don't believe anything in this lifetime, please believe that. I'm gonna see about you real soon.
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna be calling me Bone Crusher.
See, you not no fucking bone crusher, bro.
Well, I'm not, nigga. You nuts on your back.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Just be saying some real ass shit, making you think. Making you stop and think for a second. Make your ass do it, man. I hope that nigga right, bro.
What is you talking about, bro? Your ass don't stop, bro. God. Your ass just keep going. Yeah, keep clapping, nigga. Oh God, I'm gonna see you soon, bro. I'm not studying none of that shit you talking about. I hope I'm getting in your head right now, fool. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh God, oh my mother, you're not.
Yeah, okay. I hope I am. Just in your shit.
What you mean?
I hope I'm in your head.
Get in it.
Shit, stop playing with me, bro. Something like that.
Now it's serious. Stop playing with me. Now it's serious. Stop playing with me.
Huh?
Oh, it's always something with you, bro.
How you know he called me? What you say? Oh yeah. I'm gonna have that. I need that. Need it. Leslie.
Not a man, bro.
God, I am. Hey, bro. Alright. Ooh, I can't wait to see your ass, bro.
Knock me off my feet.
You and shit. I'm not both y'all head off y'all shoulders.
Oh, you one of them niggas.
Yeah.
We gonna fight one of them niggas.
Hey, see? What the hell you got going on?
Yeah, that's what you doing right now.
You talking about to you?
Yeah, that's what you just don't talk about the last. That's what you just said there. We gonna fight.
Yeah.
That's basically what type of energy.
You know, with some pressure shit, I just like fighting.
Since when?
Since high school, when I got to fight with your ass in the bathroom, man.
Yeah, if I was got to fight with you in that setting, nigga, you know what happened to you?
Yeah, you right. What happened, bro?
You'll get knocked out and you'll wake up and forget how to walk. I'm a wrecking ball, nigga.
You must be about that shit for real.
Yeah, I'm a wrecking ball, bro. Nigga like me do not play.
You must be about that shit.
All of it.
Okay.
Eat it up.
Eat it up. Eat it up.
Oh God. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Alright, B. Heat it up.
I think your ass just exceeded tripping.
Oh God, I'll show you tripping on my mother. I will. Show your ass some tripping. God.
Make it wet, 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 make it wet. Bro. No, you a bozo for real though, bro. Some light G shit. You know, Spencer Dinwiddie 6'6". Man.
This nigga trouble goddamn tripping.
What is it, bitch?
You said what, Sydney?
Right, go ahead, for real.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. What wrong with you, nigga?
Don't play like that, bro.
Oh God. That's your name, bitch. Oh God, on my mother, you want beat me.